Schaffter, I'd like to start off the conversation with an interesting topic that is going on at the moment. A lot of people tend to debate about who's the greatest Sri Lankan batsman. Some people tend to think that it's Kumar Sangakkara, while others tend to argue that it's Aravinda de Silva. You are from a different era altogether, and you would have played against and played with someone called Mahadevan Sathasivam, of whom Sir Gary Sobers said, the greatest batsman ever on earth. And Sir Frank Worrell told him, called him as the best batsman he had ever seen. What's your experiences of Mahadevan Sathasivam?
I tend to agree with those statements made by Frank Worrell and Gary Sobers, because particularly in the case of Frank Worrell, he played against Sathasivam when he scored 96 on a very bad wicket against, I think it was George Pope and Fred Freer, who were two of the top bowlers who did extremely well on poor conditions where you played on wet wickets. At that time, wickets were not covered, and you had no guards, you had no chest guards or thigh pads or elbow guards. And in spite of all that, Sathasivam scored a brilliant 96 when everybody else around him failed. And that is what made these people realize that he was a cut above the rest.
Is he the greatest among the Sri Lankan batsmen?
I think it's something more than that. I think if you look at his skill, his ability to play virtually any type of bowling, I don't think you'll find anybody else, or I have not seen anybody else who's able to do that. Certainly, Aravinda de Silva is a very great batsman. So is Sangakkara, and so is Mahela to some extent. But all of them played under totally different conditions. And the real test would be to see them batting in the same conditions that Sathasivam batted, as whether they would have done so well.